So, welcome to part two of our interview with Sir Jet Toyco. If you haven't seen part one, the link is in the description box below. I would suggest na panoorin nyo muna yon before continuing on here para maganda lang yung overall flow and wala kayong ma-miss, no? Just in case na may ma-reference dito na na-mention or napag-usapan do sa prior video, hindi siya nakakalito. And with that said, wala na tayong paligoy-ligoy pa. Let's get on with the second part of the interview. Enjoy! So this is one of those times where I always tell the people I interview to set their modesty aside for a few minutes kasi alam naman natin that in trading, it's important to be humble. If you're not, the market's gonna humble you. But just for this one instance, what do you think makes you stand out over other traders? Lahat po kasi tayo medyo unique, di ba? May kanya-kanya tayong katangian kung bakit tayo nasa-succeed sa market or on the flip side kung bakit nag-fail din. And as a continuation to that, para tuloy-tuloy po yung sagot nyo, what do you think is the most important personality trait for a trader?
Okay. Well, of course, in my case right now, I do think, syempre humble pa rin, I do think it's what traders become in the later stage of their trading journey. Na once na humble sila ng markets, mga ganon. So I think it's what traders eventually become if they are persistent. So the first trait is really about I think what really sets me aside from most traders, modesty aside, is the continuous self-reflection, and respect to the markets. Even I think that's one of my core principle with regards to making trading decisions to choosing your indicator, decision to choosing your setup, which is to respect the principle of respecting the markets. For example, one of the reasons why trend following fascinates me is that you don't you don't dictate where you will take your profits. You don't dictate how far the market will go. You just follow the market wherever it goes. So that's one of the reasons why I stuck to trend following. And at the same thing, with choosing indicator. So whether it's a leading indicator, lagging indicator, it doesn't matter. But the indicators, indicators are there to act as tools. Okay, they are there to act as tools to meet your goal in trading. Not so I don't use indicators para mag-dictate, parang silang magic tools na magbibigay ng profit. So it's something like that. And the second thing is with regards to with regards to self-reflection. Self-reflection meaning if I see information out there, whether it be a book, sa YouTube, or even from my mentor, I don't just immediately copy it or use it immediately. First, I try to reflect on myself. Is this information relevant to me right now? Will this information help me with my current trading style? Or will this information help me achieve my goal? Because even if your mentor mo is a world champion, 3-time champions sa trading competition, but even if sinabi niya na you should trade this market, you should use this system, kahit hindi ka pa experience, you should still have that trait to question that. Okay, even though na professional na siya, to question that, to reflect on whether what he's teaching is for you. So I think that's one of the main principles that kept me growing as a trader, is regards to self-reflection. That's one of the things. And I think one of the most important trait that every trader should have is really the persistence talaga. The persistence to push on. Kasi, all traders will go through that certain stage na feeling nila kahit anong gawin nila, walang nangyayari. They're still losing streak.
Mhm.
You're still losing traders. You will be in that stage na kahit anong gawin mo, walang nangyayari, natatalo ka pa rin, kahit anong books basahin mo, kahit anong trading course na attendan mo, is losing trader ka pa rin, na lulusa pa rin ng portfolio mo, ganon.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, some advices and wisdom, yung mga mentor can help you, but overall, the most important trait is really persistence, to keep on pushing through against, even if you think all of the odds in the world are against you. So I think that's the bottom line. Okay, others would say, the discipline, like
Mhm.
patience, mga ganun. But I think the bottom line talaga is persistence, kasi there are, so whatever, the ganun naman lahat as a trader, we all start as a trader na walang discipline, so
Mhm.
with our losses, so in that state, what would you do? Would you quit trading, like, kahit di mo kaya ma-achieve yung discipline? So if you have the trait to keep on pushing through, persistence, then it's only a matter of time that you will reach your goals and more as a trader.
I really liked your answer, no? And I really liked how they tied together. Kasi if you are just persistent but you do not self-reflect, you could essentially just be banging your head against the wall and never figure anything out. Tapos,
Yes,
kapag puro ka naman self-reflection pero wala ka namang tiyaga, wala ring
definitely.
pupuntahan yung pag-reflect mo. And
Mhm.
also, uh, self-reflection requires a lot of humility. There's a reason why a lot of traders want to just trade. They don't want to journal. They don't want to look back on their past trades. They don't want to learn from it. Kasi masakit eh. Masakit kapag whenever, every week, I open my journal and I look at all the trades I lost. Syempre, masarap pag buong linggo panalo ka, di ba? Parang,
Yeah.
ooh. But when you look at your losses and you really try to learn from them, should I have cut earlier? Should I have added more? Should I have trimmed my position? And all of that. Should I have tightened my stop? And so on and so forth. Kasi you can't find that out just by trading eh. Without self-reflection, like sabi nga ni Sir Jet, persistence is just persistence. Kukulang siya. Kailangan talaga combo. Kaya ang ganda ng sagot ni Sir Jet.
Yeah, and I think also one of the most important, is it trait or is skill, I would say. Yeah,
Mhm.
but the most important skill you should have outside of trading is really becoming financially literate. I think that's the most important part, kasi like, how you see money will reflect into your trading.
Mhm.
Kasi for example, if you already mismanage your finances outside of your trading, what more if you already manage your own trading business? So I think it's also a part of trying to set yourself in a good environment
Mhm.
pag mag-trade ka. For example, like financial stability, financial health, or
Mhm.
being financially literate. If those things are missing and you start trading, what's going to happen is that you're becoming too attached to the money. Kaya yung nga
Mhm.
yung sinabi mo kanina na there is pain into the loss, because there is a huge attachment to the money itself. So I think that's also one of the, outside of trading, one of
Mhm.
the most important trait is to really be good in managing finances. It doesn't matter whether employee ka or student ka lang, 100 pesos na allowance mo per week, mga ganun. It doesn't matter. So that trait can come in all stages and in all ages. So as long as I think most Filipinos have that trait, I think it will really propel their growth in the
Mhm.
long run. Yeah. So yeah,
Kahit hindi sa trading ano, just sa life itself. Basta
yeah,
mas magandang financial literacy.
yes, definitely.
Actually, one of the most common questions I surprisingly get asked sa mga DMs and everything is kung tama raw ba na mangutang sila para mag-trade?
Mm,
Ano po yung masasabi niyo sa gano'n?
okay. That's what I did nung
Mhm.
unang-una. Okay, well, to become a full-time trader, of course, that did not work out. Okay,
Mhm.
I lost half of I lost half of my portfolio. At that time, I became, I won't say depressed, kasi but I would say I was really down into that, one of my lowest points in life. But if you look at it objectively, that question objectively, if you
Mhm.
want to borrow money to start trading, then you can, but only to your but only to your but only if wala ka ng other options. Like for example, if you're a student, you have no source of income, but you want to learn trading,
Mhm.
then of course that's something your parents can support you. Of course, there is, like like some say na dapat sarili mong pera, sarili mong tiyaga, mga ganon. But if your parents can provide you that privilege, they can support you, then
Mhm.
of course that is a good thing.
Mhm.
So, but then if you want to borrow money to start from other people like friends with a promise na ibabalik mo yung pera nila after 1 year, 3 months, don't do it, okay? Because one thing you must keep in mind is that trading is a business, okay?
Mhm.
It is not a job. And if you have an employee mindset, okay, if you have an employee mindset thinking nakikita ka every week, every month, you're not going to make it, because the reality is that trading, okay, sometimes the reality is that in business in general, okay,
Mhm.
sometimes you have a good month, losing weeks. There are seasons. Sometimes it happens to all business. So if you approach it that way, with an employer mindset, at the same time mag-utang ka sa friends and family to give them a promised return, then you're putting yourself in a very tight environment, or a very bad environment for you to trade. Whereas, whereas when it comes to uh, first of all, with our parents,
Mhm.
usually, they're there to support you, no matter what. They don't care if how long it might take.
Mhm.
They're there to support you. The same thing as putting you into your to education.
Mhm.
And also it's the same thing when it comes to your personal finances. Hindi ka naman pwede na utangin mo sarili mo kasi pera mo naman yan, di ba? So you're investing into yourself to venture into a new field, into your
Mhm.
trading. So no, if you start that without no attachment, then that's a good way to start.
Mhm.
But the second thing where borrowing is good is when you're about to start your own fund, private fund management.
Mhm.
Okay, so but then I guess that's already a separate topic. But I remember asking Javi Medina, I think that
Mhm.
was in Vesta Summit, na how do you know when you are ready to manage other people's fund? He said that you should only manage other people's fund when you know that you are already consistent with yourself. So pag maghiram ka ng pera and you have no record to show for, I mean, I guess there's some traders who did it right, like si Sir
Mhm.
JC, yung mga
Yeah.
mga ganun. But overall, like in most cases, like if you start getting other people's funds without being consistent with yourself first, you might be adding fuel into the fire. So, But if you're already consistent with yourself, the right system is for you. You have been consistent for let's say 1 year already. Then I think it's a good venture to expand your trading business to look for private investors, because growth really never stops in trading, and that could be also a part of a learning opportunity is when it
Mhm.
comes to fund management. But of course, fund management is a whole new, different skill,
Yeah.
a different field than trading. So as long as you get your trading right, your personal trading right, then uh, that's when borrowing from other people's money could be beneficial.
Pero yun nga, kung kunwari, na-mention nyo nga, if you borrow with the promise, so kasi when you manage a fund, walang pangako yan eh. Naiintindihan nung nag-i-invest dapat sa inyo na there's a risk.
That,
There's risk
uh,
involved. Uh,
yes,
but
definitely.
when you borrow money from kunyari from friends or family with the promise that you're gonna pay it back with interest, or if lalo na if you borrow from a bank or heaven
Mm.
forbid from a loan shark, don't do it. sobrang sobrang ano ng
Yeah.
pressure.
But I think one story na others can be inspired with is yung story ni Sir JC. Kasi, the way Sir JC, I believe, correct me if I'm
Mhm.
wrong, I believe the way he got investors is tinitigan lang niya sa mata na seryoso talaga siya na ibabalik niya yung pera At kung hindi
Yes.
mabalik yung pera, magtatrabaho siya until um, he will work his ass off sa job until mabalik niya. So, if you have the determination, then,
Go
feel
for
free to
it.
do so. Go for it naman. But if you think you cannot handle the downside of that, not everyone can be Sir JC naman. But I mean, I won't say. No, I don't think that's the right term. I think not everyone can handle that sort of like risk and responsibility. So it's a good takeaway as well, a good example then for someone who really took the risk, like a huge risk, and
Mhm.
succeeded. It's a very inspiring story.
Yes. So, ganun nga 'no, so parang based sa usapan natin so far, we've actually talked about other traders din like Sir Javi, Sir JC, and na-mention niyo na you learned stuff from them too, like yun nga, when to manage a fund, tapos yung importance din ng determination, being able to ascertain what you can or can't do, 'di ba? Kasi yun yung dun ako na nung kinuwento yun ni Sir JC nung unang Investa Summit, dun ko yun narinig, eh. Parang the success itself was good. It was good to hear, but it was that determination and really knowing yourself na kaya ko 'yan, 'di ba? Yun
Definitely.
ibang usapan yun, eh. Pero kung hindi kayo sure, 'wag niyo isasanla yung kinabukasan niyo. 'Wag niyo i-mortgage yung
Mm,
bahay niyo or something para lang makapag-trade.
oo nga.
Now, from there, is there something that you know now that you wish you knew earlier in your trading journey? It doesn't matter whether yung early was nung 2014, 2015 or early was in just last year. Basta something yung natutunan niyo na po ngayon na feeling niyo, sayang had I known this earlier on, everything would have been so much easier or so much better or so much more comprehensible.
I think that's one of the most important things that I could say to myself in the past, is that you should approach trading with the business mindset and not with an employee mindset,
Mhm.
because that's what really resulted into one of my first painful major loss in trading talaga, is that I thought of it as a job. Na okay, what if kumita ako na basta maka 3 wins lang ako this week, ganito na yung kita ko. Tapos after 3 months, makakabili na ako ng PS4, parang ganun. So, yeah, but so those are one of the things. But if I were given a chance, I mean, of course, that's what I would tell myself if I were into that stage. But if I were given a chance to go back in time, I would say I wouldn't. Okay, I wouldn't go back in time to change myself, because who I am now, it really contributes to my experience in the past. So
Mhm.
those losses, those painful moments, those lost years na holding to losses, to a position na nadali sa hype, I think those contributed to my growth along the way. So na nothing. Yeah, as of now, there's nothing I regret into my trading journey. Even though, even though na, let's just say na 55 years old ka na, mag-start ka pa
Mhm.
lang sa trading, or 60 years old ka lang, mag-start ka sa trading, there's really no reason for you to regret, na mainggit sa mga kababata na sayang kung natutunan ko lang yan nung bata pa ako. Yeah, that could be true, but in the end, there's nothing really too late in life. As long as you're
Yes.
breathing, yeah, as long as you're breathing, whatever happened in the past can be used as a strength into your future. Okay, so even if even if, let's say, bukas, God forbid na mamatay ka na, at least you end your life trying and reaching for your goals.
Mhm.
It's what you can be known for. So that's pretty much my what I would say, that when it comes to my past, and then what I could tell myself. But if I would direct this to new traders, okay,
Mhm.
na baguhan pa lang, they're in their early stages, in phases in their trading journey, that's what I would tell them, na you should see trading as a business and not as a job. Okay, that's one thing you should encircle your actions into.
Mhm.
And that's also one of the thing na not only in trading but also into other schemes out there, yung mga mga investment schemes, mga ganon, is not only you should imagine the upside, but you should also imagine what would you do pag dumating na ang downside. So That's the thing. So I think that's one of the things I'm also, yeah, siguro outside of the outside of trading as well, is that I also tried venturing into uh for example, drone rentals, okay? Which means that I try to rent out drones. Of course, kailangan ng capital. So I always ask myself that what would I do if this does not work out? So what's my plan? Okay. So lo and behold, ang response to the market is not pretty good. Okay, the business didn't turn out well. So for some, what would I do? But of course, I had the plan. Now, if this didn't turn out, of course, I would sell back my asset. May loss ako, at least it's not, hindi siya ganun kalaki. It's the same thing in trading. Before you enter a scheme or in trading, you must know your exit plan. Like, what if this doesn't work out? Or if this doesn't work out, what would you do? Would you still trade? So on. So I think those are the principles I would definitely share to new traders is trading as a business, not a job. And always have a plan on handling your downside, not just trying to imagine or trying to uh, hallucinate yourself with the rewards.
Sa tingin niyo po, bakit ah, I wouldn't go as far as to say na nahihirapan, pero bakit hindi natural for traders to treat trading as a business? Why is it so, kumbaga, so counterintuitive sometimes? Why is it na we always want to treat trading like an ATM, na yung parang sabi niyo nga po, every week may makukuha ako, every month may makukuha ako. Why is it so
Mm.
hard to approach it with the business mentality?
It's partly because of the community. The community, the advertisements. Kasi, they other companies or even brokers, they advertise trading as becoming a full-time, meron kang laptop, nasa beach ka, mga ganun.
May
So,
Lamborghini.
yeah, Lamborghini. And of course, in a deeper side of the community is that they only show their wins and not their losses. Yeah, they show their gains, okay. They show their gains, but they don't put context into their winning trade. They just, oh, nanalo ako, thank you. Pero what is their process behind it? How will the traders benefit from that? So I think that's one of the I won't say the main cause, but why we're not wired for this. Partly because human nature then, but into the nature of this business, I think it's partly because of the mga community. Because for some traders, kasi what's going to happen is that if a trader only shows their profits, mga profits, mga winning trade, what would other viewers think? Okay, the perception other traders would be giving to other people is that trading is easy. Okay, trading is easy, trading is sure win, mga ganon. So nagkaroon ng environment na puro gains lang ang sinishare, and to the point na they're using gains to lure people into following their profiles or buying their courses. Instead of trying to lure traders on getting the process right. Okay, so I think it's partly because of the environment. Then it became a results-oriented environment, like advertisements, yung mga ganon,
Yeah.
and not with regards to the process. I think it's I'm also seeing an improvement din naman, kasi instead of companies trying to advertise na you can get rich in trading, most companies I see right now, they're advertising for you to engage in trading. Okay,
Yes.
so that's one of the good improvements I've been seeing. Na they're not telling you na mag-trade ka para yumaman ka. They're telling you na it's good to invest, okay, for your future. So which is a powerful message din naman. So, but with the community, I think I'm trying to disconnect myself with the main community. So I don't know kasi yeah, as much as possible, we are what we feed our mind. So, matagal na ako disconnect talaga sa mga trading groups na puro hype lang, mga ganun. So, nothing much I could say tell to it as of the moment. So, yeah, there you go.
So, those trading groups will remain unnamed, guys, no? Lahat naman tayo may alam kung sino yung ganito,
Siyempre.
sino yung ganyan, but for the sake of harmony, they will remain unnamed. So, sir, um, one last question before we start our wrap up.
All
Na-mention nyo
right.
kasi na the reason one of the main reasons you trade now is you're in love with the process. You're in love with the learning. Di ba? It's your passion. So,
Mm-hmm.
outside of monetary gains, how would you define success as a trader? Lalo na po yung ganyan na nasabi nga natin, never-ending ang pag-aaral, never-ending ang self-improvement. So, how would you, siguro define is a strong word, how would you set a certain standard, kumbaga, na okay, I'm consistent, I'm successful as a trader?
Okay. Well, first, I do think that well, there's two things kasi. I do think that success is success should be really subjective, okay?
Mhm.
Subjective to each trader. And the second thing is success should not be a single goal. Kasi for some traders, they think na success is becoming a full-time trader. Okay, full-time trader and trading becoming your main source of income. Okay, but let's say you already achieved that. So
Mhm.
what's next? Okay, so chances are, if you think that's it for you, then you will not grow anymore as a trader. You think that's it for trading,
Mhm.
and if you think that if you think that you're not learning or you're not growing, okay, it means that your business is slowly dying. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's the thing. So to me, I think success really boils down to one definition. It's
Mhm.
really the quality. It's really the quality of your journey. It's the end. Well, until mamatay ka na. So for me, the quality of that journey is, first is the person you become in the process.
Mhm.
Second is the people and the relationships you have established into the trading community, mga mentors. Of course, the second thing.
Mhm.
The third is the people you have impacted, that impacted along the way, the significance. So that's pretty much it. Wherein I see success more of a state, okay,
Mhm.
a state rather than a single, rather than a single goal. For some traders, they can see success as a stepping stone. You know, they see their success in trading na maka-break even lang ako for this year, okay na yun. Or
Mhm.
maka 10% lang ako for, okay, for example, naka-break even ako for this year, that's good. Then my next goal is to be, my next success is to gain 20% trading. Okay,
Mhm.
that's good. And of course, what's the next goal? So, it can be subjected to every trader. But for me, success is really trying to leverage and really enhance the quality of my really of my journey right now,
Mhm.
because even though na matuturing mo lang sarili mo na successful trader, you can still make mistakes. Okay, you still, as a human being, there's still a chance na you can lose it all. Okay, in just siguro one trade lang na all in mo, or tinakasan mo yung investor funds mo, or yung mga equities mo, mga ganon.
Mhm.
So we can still lose that success, the state of success, into any time. That's
Mhm.
why, uh to me, success really depends on the quality of your journey, and that quality, okay, can really depend for each trader. Siguro the bottom line is, as long as you are a trader who never gets tired of growing, learning
Mhm.
new things, open-minded to new information, and yeah, and at the same time, not attached to the rewards but to the process. Continuous growth, and continuous growth and appreciation to the process. I think, you're I think I could see already as a successful trader.
Mhm.
Even if yung mga traders na siguro hindi pa sila nakaka-break even, nakakabawi sa losses, but
Mhm.
they already enjoy their trading journey, then I still can define that as a successful trader. Na they enjoy the process kahit lugi pa sila,
Mhm.
they're learning new things, they're adding into their funds, I can still consider as a successful trader. So I guess that's one of the things in trading that's what makes trading uh, really, I would say, really beautiful,
Mhm.
is that uh, it's more of an expression of oneself. an expression of oneself, and not just trying to copy one absolute holy grail rule or principle or strategy. So we can be different person. We can trade different strategies, but still be profitable in the end. You can be a scalper, I can be a day trader, I can be a swing trader, and in the end, we can still be profitable traders. We can You can be an elite wave trader, tapos ako naman price action trader, and both of us can still be profitable in the end. Okay, so if you see trading as that, like it's really a profession of self-expression. You will see others, you will tend to respect other traders' opinions. Kasi, may yun yung mga like mali analysis mo o bobo ka,
Yeah.
mga ganun.
Yeah, ang dami ngang ganun.
Like hindi gagana yung price action kasi mas maganda yung VWAP ko, mga MACD ko, ganun, mas superior yan. So those traders are really, needs help. But overall, if you see trading as, okay, this person, like for example, I'm not an Elliott wave trader, but uh, Javi is one of the traders I look up to. Even though we are different traders, and I still don't see myself becoming one in the future. I still, marami pa rin natututunan sa kanya in terms of principles, his thought process, his wisdom. So if you can adapt the trait wherein you try to learn from everybody, kasi in the end, and no matter how you think na tama yung analysis mo, maaari ka pala maging mali kasi the market is always right.
Yep.
We try to argue with the market. So if you see that trading as a way of expression, you will see trading as really a place where you can really grow and learn new things and find the joy out of learning new things.
Okay, so ang ganda ng sagot niyo, sir, 'no? Talagang napaisip din ako nun. Tama, yung success shouldn't just be monetary. Syempre that's part of it. We all got into trading naman more or less because we all wanted to, enrich ourselves in some way, shape, or form. But kung dun lang nakatali yung success natin, parang kulang, 'di ba? So tama si Sir Jet, kasama rin yun yung pag-grow natin, patuloy natin pag-grow not just as a trader, but also as a person. And not just ourselves, yung the way na we help other people grow, the way how other people help us grow. Lahat yun parte. Doon ka talaga makaharap ng joy kasi kung puro pera lang, kung talo ka, malungkot ka. 'Di ba? And syempre
Yes.
wala naman tayo siguro gustong malungkot lagi, 'di ba?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so sir, before we end, no, I'm going to add Sir Jet's Instagram profile link in the description box below. But aside from that, sir, kung kunyari gusto ka nilang lapitan, gusto nilang matuto from you through other avenues, is there any other way that they can approach you or contact you or look for you?
Yeah, you can definitely reach out to me sa Instagrams. Of course, jet_Toyco, Toyco. And you can reach me also in Twitter as well. You can follow me on Twitter as well, jet_Toyco, Toyco. Isa-isa lang naman handle ko. And if you're comfortable, like sa Facebook, you can also reach out to me, like jet_Toyco. So to keep things simple, isa-isa lang naman yung handle ko. But if you need some help and so on, you're free to reach out to me anytime. So yes, even though I am a private trading coach, I can still help out publicly. I can still help other people's out into the public, which is one of the things I try to continuously do. Okay, try to help other people. But of course, please lang guys, kung mag-chat kayo sa akin, don't ask me na whether or not ibebenta mo na yung stock na yun o hindi. I can definitely tell you na hindi ko sasagutin yan. Okay? I will not answer that question kung, sir, maganda ba tong stock na to bilhin? Sir, benta ko na ba to? My God, I will not answer that. Okay? Yeah. If you ask me that, ang mangyayari is I will only ask you more questions. Like, what is your trading plan? What is your goal? Okay? So, ganyan mangyayari.
At least mabait si sir, no? Hindi lang kayo scene zone. May sagot. Hindi lang yung sagot na gusto nyo.
Yes, definitely. I can assure you, bira talaga ako mag-scene zone. Okay? Yeah, bira ako mag-scene zone. That's what I can tell you right now.
Saka yan guys, if you want to approach Sir Jet as a private coach as well, feel free to approach him through any of the avenues that he mentioned. Again, I will link all of those: Facebook, Twitter, Instagrams, everything in the description box below para hindi po kayo mahirapan na lapitan or hanapin si Sir Jet. Okay? Thank you po again, Sir Jet, for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Lalo na, alam nyo naman, maliit pa yung channel, but you took the time, a long time actually. So I really, really appreciate it. And thank you very, very much. Ang dami ko po natutunan sa inyo. And I'm sure everyone who will listen to this will learn a lot from you as well.
Yeah, thank you as well, Sir Gerald, for inviting me. And I'm sure that there are more traders na paparating pa in the future na talagang malulupit, and I'll be glad to listen to them as well. But nonetheless though, congratulations on your channel, and I do pray na tuloy-tuloy lang and continuous growth lang sa channel mo, sir.
Salamat po, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
Sige po. And that's the end of our interview with Sir Jet. I hope marami kayo natutunan from Sir Jet, no? I posted all of his details in the description box below. Yung sa Instagrams, Facebook, Twitter, etc. In case may gusto kayong itanong sa kanya, or if you want to inquire about the services that he offers, you can use any of the links below to approach him. I've also posted yung details po ni Sir Rainer Tio in the description box below as well for your convenience. In case you want to learn more about what he offers, his YouTube channel, etc. din po, no? I know marami ako natutunan in this interview. It was very interesting and insightful. May mga ibang bagay na napaisip din ako that I need to reconsider or maybe slightly tweak when it comes to my trading or my attitude when it comes to trading. And I hope the same is true for you. If so, I would really appreciate it if you consider giving this video a like and subscribing to my channel. Kung meron kayong mga suggestions, thoughts, opinions with regards to how the interviews go, or may mga gusto kayong isuggest na pwede nating i-interview in the future, please do post them in the comment section below and I will get back to you, promise. And you can look forward to this series expanding further. Meron pa po tayong mga interviews coming down along the line na I'm sure marami din tayong mga learnings na mapupulot from these people, no? And until then, good luck and happy trading.